All right, welcome back everyone to another cast on this fine evening. This time, I'm gonna focus the fuck up because that last one was pretty rough, not gonna lie. I will pay attention to what is happening better. And so, we have some new lineups here as we have Drew and Ruda as captains. Ruda has picked up Ian and JD, two very strong players, as well as Mason and Yabahi. I think yeah, so we do have Ian and Carl separated now, which is good because they together like have never won. So one of them will be winning. Meanwhile, on the dire, we have Singularity, Flower, Delta, Kyle, Carl. Got the two Ks down here. If you think about it, Quincy kind of sounds like a K sound as well, so extrapolate from there. But yeah, in this draft, we do have some familiar faces and some new ones as well. Ember Spirit's gonna get banned probably. Oscar's gonna get banned probably. Gonna have an OD ban as well. Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna see Yabahi on the carry, or no, Yabahi on mid, and then JD carry, Ian offlane. I had to guess, but they might do something different. We're gonna ban out the Brewmaster first. Drew likes that hero a lot. There's a Chen once again. Will they ban it this time? It looked pretty good last game. I do think they don't have as many core players this time if they go for the Chen. But they could put, I mean, like, they could put Quincy mid again, for example. I know Luke plays some carry, some offlane here and there. I know that Kyle plays carry sometimes. I know Carl can play whatever. The ultimate flex player. Once again, there's going to be limited offlaners, perhaps. We got like a Centaur. We got a Kunkka. We got like a Spearbreaker. It's kind of about it, though. Could be an Abba, Visage. I'd like to see a Visage this game, actually. It'd be kind of fun. Mm-hmm.
10 seconds.
Yeah, they will ban the Chen this time, so we're not going to have a repeat of last game at least, thank God. I mean, last game was cool. It was interesting because you don't get to see that very often, but would like to have something different this time. And the Clink span. And Ember goes away as well. So Huskar is still out there. That's kind of what I'm looking at. Huskar, Puckstorm. I mean, there's a lot of Drew heroes here. Will he be playing mid though? I don't know. Will someone pick up the Arc Warden as well? I wish I was in these games to play the Arc Warden. Because that'd be fun.
5 seconds remain.
First pick comes out. A bad end. So Luke plays a lot of this hero recently. Just pretty strong overall support.
10 seconds.
Yeah, there's a lot of like interiors in this pool. This feels like. I mean, I know it's like 8. Supposed to be like even per category, but yeah, most of the athletes are banned out at this point, so it could be a funny thing if like we get a PA pick where if PA crits into like a Batten with Ags, then Batten will just be healing everyone by a lot. But also you could just like get crit and killed before your ult auto pops. The Earth Spirit comes out. Probably mid. Wow. These are some These are heroes that were good like 6 months ago. Now, kind of been nerfed a lot, but it still make it work.
10
I do like
seconds
how it's a
remaining.
completely different direction than last time. They kind of picked some farmy heroes last game, and
5
it did
seconds
not go
remain.
well. These are more brawly heroes.
Dyer's turn to pick.
The
Attacking
techies
ace.
comes for Quincy now. Unless they do another switcheroo on me and make Luke play it. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be a Quincy techies here.
10 seconds remain. 5 seconds to pick. Witch Doctor.
Ooh, okay. So this is either Core Abba or Core Witch Doctor. It's probably just Kyle playing Doctor support, and Luke is playing a Core Abba. Or maybe they picked the Abba just because they could flex it early. Like, they understood that it could be offlane or support, so pretty
5
strong in that regard.
seconds.
But I think they're committing to it being a offlane hero now with the Doctor pickup. Shen wasn't banned, it would have been kind of fun to see like a Doctor Shen combo. I could see a Huskar pick though with the Dazzle here. Don't know who they'd have play it though, really.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Oh my god, the Arc Warden. Oh boy, I don't think they have a real Arc Warden player. So whoever plays it, I'm gonna judge them completely because they're gonna definitely do things I disagree with. As someone who has played a little Arc Warden.
10 seconds remain.
40 games, I'd say that's quite a bit, right? Not too well recently, but some of these were offlane Arc Warden games, I believe. And they're gonna pick up, let's see, they have one more pick here. So Arc Warden really loves people who kind of stand in front and make a barrier. I would love to see a centaur here. He can also like stun and set up the spark race. Okay, so one thing also to note is this is a Radiant Arc Warden, which is inferior in general because the Dire one has like spark race that you cannot get out of if he presses them right on top of you because they activate too fast. And so what happens is when those spark race activate, they hit you and you get slowed. And then his double, which is like the radiant spells on Dire, right, can press another spark wraith on top of you as you get hit by the Dire one. And like to basically chain them like that, set them up for each other. But with the radiant one, it's too slow to do that. You have to like spark wraith them, or you have to flex them first. And so yeah, they're gonna take the storm from Dire, so that way the storm can't jump the Arc Warden. However, this isn't as bad as people think, actually, because at least in mid, the Arc Warden kind of beats the Storm in lane. But they're not going to be playing the Arc Warden mid anyways. It's going to be JD's hero in this case. And they're going to pick up the Puck Centaur to round out their draft. So it's going to be an Abba carry now. Because they wanted Luke to play carry in this game, and he doesn't have a big carry hero pool. And he's probably more comfortable with like an Abaddon than some other carry hero that he doesn't play. And it's actually pretty good into Arc Warden because you can dispel the flex. They're also going to pick up the Puck, which is very solid into Storm and Arc Warden. You just kind of lock them down with the coil, and then Centaur also gives a lot of chase. And okay, is this an offlane Arc Warden? It is. All right, so this is what I mentioned like 20 seconds ago that what the all right, Mason's playing support Arc Warden. All right, I am speechless. Oh, and also it's Luke is playing the Witch Doctor, and Kyle's gonna be playing the carry Abaddon. And so, yeah, these heroes are completely not what I expected at all. It's gonna be a fun game though. Once again, they ended up a little greedy maybe with like this Alchemist Arc Warden, but if it's a support Arc Warden, it doesn't matter too much. But I'm gonna be judging you, Mason, because yeah, I don't know if you really know how to play Arc Warden, to be honest. But we'll see. You can prove me wrong. He's gonna be playing 4 Arc Warden. Alright, we're gonna get back into the game now. After that little pause at the start, we're gonna start moving out of base here. No smokes or anything fancy like that, but Radiant on their way towards the middle part of the map here. I think it's an off lane. Yeah, off lane Earth Spirit. Pretty hype. Ian used to play a lot of this hero. This is like one of his go-tos on the CU Boulder esports team. And yeah, he's gonna pick up the arcanes on Arc Warden. Pretty good. You get 2. Careful with your mana here. Putting 1 is fine, I think. And okay, yeah, they're gonna run into Puck here. And the stun is gonna start getting channeled. The nice double dazzle spell, and Centaur's gonna get focused, it looks like, as the kick comes out onto like 4 heroes, but the Asphodic protects. And now Drew's gonna get chased a little bit here. With the Spark Wraith connecting. Oh, just barely not enough damage though. And JD is looking for another stun. But here comes the Techie's Mine as well, slowing Ruda in a lot of trouble now as well. As we're gonna turn onto the Witch Doctor potentially, as everyone's like 1 health, but Ian gets the first blood eventually onto Doctor, as Quincy's now in trouble as well, gonna get clicked down. And Ruda will also be finished off by the Techies in the end. And Kyle's kind of in no man's land now. He's gonna have to TP here, I believe. JD's gonna have to run base. Might miss like... No, he's not gonna miss any creeps, I think. And Drew... I think he also ran base. Yes, he's gonna definitely miss the first CS maybe. If he starts aggro denying on Storm. Alright, he just gets his first CS secured. And he gets a nice deny as well. So that's a great start for him. And now in the top lane, Ian is pretty low mana, but he did get the first blood. And he's gonna queue up a very quick urn here. As Arc Warden is also out of mana already. So, by the way, I don't really like the cask. I know he was like fighting with it early. I think Maledict is just better though. With Doctor, you can like Maledict them and then Blood Grenade them and hit them a lot, and it's pretty strong early. Because the hero is pretty weak, level 1. So you need like something you can do, right? Like some play that has impact. See if Ruda can get this and test on the range trade. We'll connect with the poison, and the courier micro is not there. That's Quincy. Oh, they're gonna hit level 2 on the alchemist already. Alright, so he did not. He kind of fucked up. It might have mattered. So you're supposed to drop the acid spray first because the concoction also does physical, so it gets amped by the armor reduction. So could have maybe killed. TS is going pretty well for both of them, I guess, right now. Pretty even, I guess. Up top, though. Level 2 timing was pretty strong, it looks like. Oh, and Ruda will go down bottom. Missed that one. And JD is kind of alone now. Gonna eat some techies for us. Never fun. And top lane, Wave's gonna go under tower. Ian will appreciate this. Let's have his urn already from the first blood. So, if they ever get a kill going, they will be very strong in this lane. Oh, is Drew gonna get double bottle? Okay. I don't know if I can see that. Oh, he's might just kill him here though. He's gonna go in. And again, yeah, okay, maybe not worth it. It was a nice try, but he ate a lot of damage for that with the creeps hitting him and everything, and the remnant. And so this lane's going pretty decently for both Storm and Puck now. Another orb in a second though, and he will get the kill with that. So crazy mid lane right now. don't think it's over for Storm though, because Puck took a lot of damage there, so. Up top, the Arc Warden. See, if he was Dire Arc Warden, I wouldn't really mind it. But I think on Radiant, the 4 is just too... It's not useful enough. Storm comes back, full mana, full health. And up top, actually, they do get the kill onto the Arc Warden, but Ian gets to trade onto a Batten, which is pretty nice for him, as he gets the Urn, as well as the solo XP, and now he's kind of dominating this lane. And bottom, another kill. I'm just missing everything right now. Techies goes down somehow. I think just the Poison Touch, too much. And Carl's kind of going to get some trade harass going. And Ian is very deep. He's going to look for the Witch Doctor, though, I think. You could kill him, maybe. He does have the Urn and the kick, but he won't go for it. Probably not going to be quite enough, especially with the Aphotic behind. Yeah, he's got to watch out for the Aphotic dispel on the Urn. So, that's probably why he's not going to go for it. This hero's so annoying, man. Wish he had a little more stats, though. Like, even starting like 2 circlets or something. Just to really make this damage add up. Because the mine is mostly for like the slow. You can click them a bunch and not like the damage. Alright, up top though, we have another go. Onto the Arc Warden, as he's just gonna get maledicted and silenced. And ran down. And bottom lane, they dived JD and take him out as well. Ruda CS to creep. Nice. So suddenly things are going pretty back and forth here. Everybody's kind of dying. Drew does have his 6 now, so Storm is in a lot of trouble if he gets coiled. If he walks up here, he could just get coiled into Orb. I think Drew wasn't really expecting him to walk up like that. He will get the word. And yeah. His next Orb, he might look to coil him soon. We have an Arc Ward and TP though. This is pretty big. Full bottle refill. He does have raindrops as well in Storm, so that makes him a lot harder to kill. And he will secure the room. And Drew's going to go in on this, which I think is a mistake because... Alright, Arc Warden spell's not fast enough still. Yeah. He's going to be fine here. Probably. A lot of TP's coming in. Okay. The last off misses completely, but we do have a Maledict on Storm now, and he's going to get... Yeah, he's going to go down to that Maledict. And this is another situation where... Yeah, if the Arc Warden was like the Dire Arc Warden, these Spark Wraiths will be popping a lot quicker and actually hitting the puck. Also, look at this. I didn't hero go. He could dive him here with the Aphotic pop. Needs to keep vision though. Needs to keep vision. Needs to get vision. Oh, barely gets it. Well played. And meanwhile, they kill the Centaur with the Dazzle spell and the Alchemist stun. Storm will TP top, however. But he's going to get maledicted and silenced. Oof, almost. He is going to go down, though, at the end of all of this. So maybe not quite worth it for him. He did TP out. Pick up. I guess he got... He get both of it? Like one of those kills? He got the kill on the Batten. And then he went down. So... Not sure if it was super worth it, but it's something. TP cooldown now. Yeah, so something that people don't know about a Batten is the Aphotic. Even though it's like an AoE explosion damage, it only hits people who you have vision of. So if you if they juke a tree when your Aphotic pops, they won't take any damage. They will get another kill on Techi's bottom. But here comes the Doctor rotation with the nice Maledict. And Cask, but not quite enough damage to finish off Dazzle here. And Shady's very close to 6. He's like 1 creep off. They're going to go for him a little bit though. Not quite enough still. And Puck is looking for the Arc Warden in the jungle camps now. The Storm pulls up. And he has the damage now. So, well done. Yeah, Mason dropping the big tip here. It's just a little over aggressive from Puck. We're just gonna walk into Witch Doctor here, very awkward. And yeah, he's gonna eat the Blood Grenade mounted combo and go down very quickly. But now Ian is here with the roll-in, but the Centaur ulti comes out to save. The kick does connect and will finish the kill. And now he has 2 urns. Only level 1 roll though, so it's pretty long cooldown, and they're not gonna be able to chase here, it looks like. Although Arc Warden and Storm are coming. So Puck's here as well. Gonna be a big fight coming out. The Arc Warden Micro is here. The bubble is not doing anything right there, by the way. But Storm is connecting on the techies. Centaur goes down to the Earth Spirit nukes pretty easily. Storm commits with the dive onto techies, and now a big cask onto 2. But JD is going in as well with the stun, and I think they don't have enough damage here on Dire, as Doctor's gonna get finished off as well by JD. And now Drew is kind of just running. I think he's gonna be okay though. Oh, he turns on to Ian. But Dazzle heals are here. Nice Grave as well. This ensures that he is fine. And yeah, really well played from Radiant there. They just did not lose anyone, it seemed like, in that fight. They just really need the 6 on the Doctor, I think, for the damage. And Puck just a little too greedy on the middle lane, gets sipped on. So nice catch there from Yabihi. Going to be firmly ahead, I believe, now. Yeah, quite a big lead now for Storm. And this is the one thing where if Storm makes the early game go in his favor against the Puck, he can have a lot of plays to make. And yeah, that was just a case of he had the Arc Ward in 6 already, bottom, and Dire did not have 6s on the supports yet. Okay, we have another go on the mid lane with the DD Storm. A lot of damage on the Puck, but not quite enough. We'll get to Orb away. Now Quincy's on the run though with the Vessel on him. Luke is going to come out with the cask, and Mason is kind of just dropping bubbles everywhere. I don't love the bubble point. They already smashed her nuke some more, and Quincy is too exposed. They have a lot of go potential with the max roll, or just the roll and the Storm jump. But Drew's going to coil up this Storm now, who is pretty low on mana, and nice Stampede. I think going to secure this potentially. Yeah, the Grave cannot do it. And now he's going in with the Blood Grenade pickup. I love to see it. Early Blood Grenade. Baden's here as well. We got a big rotation as the Dazzle will get taken down. And Ian's going to go in on this actually, though. He's going to get warded, though. Oh, nice silence instantly, though. He was ready for that one. But Abaddon's here to save. He can dispel this. Yeah, he's going to dispel it. Oh, dispel him. Dispel! No! Okay. Luke kind of ran away there. But there might have been a second where he could cast it. Doesn't matter too much, though. They get the kill regardless. And Ian's going to go down with his ult on cooldown. Bottom, we have another go with the Storm. Little dive on the tower here. Not going to be quite enough damage, though. Oh, he's still going. Okay. No mana whatsoever now. It does still have a wand. And Quincy runs back into his death. And now Earth Spirit's here too. They're just brawling everywhere, breeding all 5 again. And they pick up that kill pretty easily onto the Centaur. And I love the way they're playing on Radiant right now. Just bringing all their heroes to every fight. Nice silence into the Storm grab. Not quite on cooldown, but it doesn't matter. Puck goes down to another stun. And now Luke is like, I have no spells. Uh-oh. That's the Radiant's Complete Alchemist at 12.5 minutes. He's 7,000 net worth. This is incredible gameplay. Arc Warden's going to hit the tower a bit. And he went Midas actually on the Abba. I don't love Midas into Echo. Because Echo makes up for if you have low attack speed. But you have Midas, so you don't really need it, right? You'd rather have like a Manta. Something that actually does damage. It's like too many small items, that's all. You might be thinking like Harpoon, but I think just Blink is better. Like Manta Blink. We're gonna have another go onto the Centaur, it looks like, with this Dazzle Q coming in. There is no double though, which is like most of Arc Warden's catch at this point in the game. There's some crazy peens though because the spirits are coming in as well. Alright, Dazzle kind of just walks into the high ground and gets instantly killed. And it's just a little too deep here for Radiant, looks like. They can't really punish this part of the map quite yet. It's too hard. He is pretty deep on the Abba though. I'm gonna go for the Wisdom Rune Steel. Ian is here. And yeah, he's gonna just play it safe. I wish he would go Midas actually on Arc Warden, because this hero, his spells are so good in the early game, like the Spark Wraith. You don't really need other items other than Arcane Boost to get more Spark Wraiths. And with Midas, you scale super hard actually. Like you can become a fourth core. And I have a small rotation top here with the Centaur Puck coming up. Not sure what Yabiki's plan is here. I'm just gonna eat some Recklix and have to run away. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about, like, he's kind of using his double off cooldown, it feels like. This is really important as well right now. Like, he kind of needs it to fight, so he's kind of useless for another 50 seconds now. 70 seconds every time he uses it, right? Meanwhile, Alchemist. Pretty free game. I'm gonna pick up the Blink Dagger already. 15 minutes in. Radiant's Blink. After the start of that lane, it didn't look like it would go this well, but really nice rotations from the Storm and the Earth Spirit. Setting him up for a great game. Will JD be able to continue his win streak? Puck has the Witchblade. Went into Aya. Yeah, he just pops ult again. TP bottom on it here. Yeah, so the problem with the spell is like it doesn't last very long, right? It's like 15 seconds or so. Yeah, 18 level 1. And it's a 70-second cooldown, so you really have to use it like when you're fighting them. Alright, we got the Arcane Ruin go here, but the Stampede comes out with the Maledict and the Death Ward. Will be enough damage, I think, but he's gonna TP base. Barely survives with the TP. Nice TP. So what are we tipping for? Where's Dazzle? Okay, that was his friendly tip on the team, so I'm not sure. Something happened. You have a big gank here on the Alchemist. He was free farm, but he does have Maledict on him, and that is your worst nightmare as an Alchemist. You're a big fat boy, and the Maledict does a lot to you. There will be a TP rotation from Radiant, but not quite fast enough. Maybe if Dazzle was a little fast, you could have been there with a little save, but I think he would have died regardless at the end, so. Abba will be picking up his Echo now, and he's having a really great game with the Midas. He's accelerating pretty hard. He's really close to the Alchemist, surprisingly. Despite not having, like, a creep hitting item. Alright, your Echo's backpacks, bro. Alright, you got it. We're gonna go for a big play on the bottom lane here, as Abba is feeling incredibly strong, I think. He's gonna TP back in as Alchemist. It's a little scary because the Earth Spirit and the Storm have to come still. Earth Spirit will go through the gate though, so we're gonna have a big brawl here in the bottom, it looks like. JD is gonna prep up his Blink Stun. I think they see one of the supports. Yeah, they have a big ward on this Witch Doctor here who just goes down instantly. And now Abba's in the back, hitting the Arc Warden, but he's not really the target you want. And now the Storm connects onto the Puck, perfect, with the silence from Earth Spirit as well. And now they're just going to pick their next target. Abaddon, you're in front of us. Let's go for you. His ult will pop and get him some health here, as the Alchemist stun hits nothing. But yeah, next Storm's pull. That's an Arcane Ruin Storm, by the way. Incredibly strong. Picks up that kill onto the Abaddon, and Dire just thought they had a better timing than they did there. The Abba just could not connect really on a good target. Like he hit the Arc Warden a bit and it just was not enough, right? And they had the perfect ward to see the Witch Doctor because he's very important right now. Like the Maldic Death Ward is most of the damage for Dire at this point, to be honest. So they really needed that. And Drew's gonna TP in here, but he's gonna get turned on with the pull and the Vessel and the ulti. It's enough. That's a tilter for sure. Cask is gonna bounce a little bit, but not really gonna do too much. And this game is getting harder by the minute for Dire, as Radiant is really collapsing onto their part of the map now. The Alchemist feels incredibly powerful. He only really dies to Maledict right now. And here comes the Arc Warden spells. Big stomp on the backline though from the Centaur. With the Cask as well. Maledict onto Arc Warden, or the Alchemist, but the Death Ward gets cancelled very quickly. He will take a lot of damage though, and nicely done. Let's finish him off. And now Storm has no mana. Another stomp from Centaur. A massive triple kill out of nowhere, it feels like, for a Batten. And a really nice blink reveal from the Centaur player there. Just catches them right up here. Witch Doctor is able to start channeling Death Ward for a little bit. He gets the Maledict on the Alchemist, which is what really matters. And mid we have another fight. Drew and Ian just going at it, and he... Uh-oh. Yeah, I think he's fine. Uh-oh. Yeah, he's dead. That's a rough one. Ian has been playing pretty well this game, I must say. He's on one of his good heroes, and put on a little show for us. So, bottom, Abba's gonna get ran at by Alchemist here. He does have ult though, so he's not in too much trouble at all, really. Doesn't want to have to pop it though. I would like to see a TP, but in the mid lane, there's another dive coming in. As the Witch Doctor does have Shard, but it's not quite enough to survive. And Carl, you can't really do anything here. I don't know why you've been looking. You will get gone on next, perhaps. Storm doesn't have pull yet, though. And Abba's going to TP mid to protect him. He needs to dispel the Centaur, though. Alright. Going for the Dazzle now. With the Glimmer, we'll be fine, though. Luck is here, too. Coil and 4. Okay, he's going to go back for Radiance now. Not a fan, really. I wish he just went Radiance first. I'm sure he kind of is feeling that right now, too. Like, he probably regrets this Echo. It's not doing too much. You need, like, a bigger item, right? Maybe if you're offlane, it's okay, but as a carry, you need something bigger. And I do have the scoop for you that Drew is currently mute deafened in the chat. So got that info for you. Does have the travels now. We're going to start explaining the map. And despite how rough this game did look for a little bit there, it is only 3,000 gold lead with an Alchemist. So Dire has plenty of chances in this game still. They're going to scale pretty hard on the Puck and the Abba, I believe. And Stampede is a super good spell this game as well. If Doctor could get to a Glimmer, yeah, he's on his way. He needs to be able to, like, not die to the Storm or Spirit super quick. If you can, like, channel Death Ward uninterrupted, could definitely turn some fights. We're gonna go for a little push, though, on the top lane here. This is the Alchemist BKB. I don't really think they can defend this, but they will start getting some trade damage going in the bottom with the techies. And I think both teams will... Okay, there's actually no fort right now for Radiant. And so Dire's fort will allow them to trade towers pretty easily. Look at all these spark rays. Yo. I'm gonna rotate into mid now, it looks like, on Radiant. And Dire's gonna smoke up to defend this. We're gonna have a perhaps game-deciding fight right now. He goes a little early with the jump on the Storm. The stomp's not really enough. And he will have the shield rune as well. Big Maledict coming out onto the Earth Spirit. And a coil as well connecting onto Dazzle. The Blast Off doesn't hit anything. And a lot of whiff spells here. Alright, JD's gonna go in big Manly style. Gets the connection onto Puck, but Puck is saved by the Abaddon and the Yule Scepter. Another stomp onto Dazzle. Puck spells raining as well. Storm commits in but gets silenced instantly. And Root is gonna get chased down by Abaddon now, perhaps. Might be the first, yep, the first death of the fight here. The Puck gets turned on with the silence once again. Another stomp onto Storm Spirit with the Maledict damage as well. Not quite enough though, as Luke is now in No Man's Land. Gets turned on by the Arc Warden spells. And this is a Abaddon with no Radiance yet here. Kind of just stuck the last one alive as Ian chases down the techies in the back. He will dodge another roll, but gonna get finished off. And that fight was super close, despite like these three surviving. They really could have gone either way. Yeah, I think it's just a little bit early on the jump here on the Storm with Centaur. And I don't know if that's the guy you want to go first, because he's pretty hard to burst. Unless you chain stun him properly, right? And it's kind of hard to execute that in this game. Alright, they are a little bit bold here though, as, yeah, JD's just going to go down with the Maledict, so that's a pretty big kill. And, uh-oh, Root is here now too. We have a Stampede coming in. Does he have detection? Yes, he does. They will see him running to the right side here. And, uh-oh. It's kind of dodging out, but we have a coil now on the Storm. Storm is still here. He gets silenced and he goes down. And Ruda is... he is the spy. Behind enemy lines right now with no TP. Well, he put down some words though. Uh-oh. You don't want to hit that sentry, bro. You do not want to hit that sentry. They didn't notice though. Okay, nobody saw that apparently. He hit the sentry like a baller. Gonna glimmer over this way now. We're gonna put another word, I bet. Yep. This is incredible. Alright, mid lane though, we have another go on Abaddon. As Earth Spirit's gonna connect with the roll as well. He will dispel the Vessel. And a big stomp onto 2 from Centaur. Dazzle's here now as well. And oh, nice cask with the Maledict as well. Death Ward. You're hitting the grave target though. You can... Oh. Okay. Storm comes in with the zip onto Abaddon. Haste Ruin, he picks it up. BKB from Alchemist gonna commit onto Centaur now. Can he get away? Not quite. Meanwhile, Quincy kills someone, Mason I suppose, back there. And now it's a 3v2. The Storm player is hasted, but gonna get silenced. Does he have coil? He does. He will connect with it just barely. But Storm is, yeah, he's too slippery here, I think. Meanwhile, JD cleans up Quincy on the back. And so, yeah, in that fight, one thing I noticed was Luke was, he's death warding, but it was hitting the grave target with like 1 health. So he could have like, directed his death ward onto someone else. Because it wasn't like doing anything hitting the grave guy, right? Anyways, crazy fight once again. This game is super close. Yeah, super well played from all players right now. He's gonna go back for the Manta now. And so yeah, he's gonna get there eventually, but he could have had all this like 5 minutes ago and been a lot stronger, I think. Ian's gonna get a BKB soon. He's having some problems with like the Maledict right now, I think. The thing is, like, the Maledict spell is so good against Alchemist and Earth Spirit. They both have a lot of health, and they do not like that damage. He's gonna have Bloodthorn soon on Alchemist, by the way. He has Orchid already. Puck does have a Dispel. Centaur does not. This item is insane. It does a lot of damage when you press it on someone. I would like to see the Abaddon actually pick up like Manta Bloodthorn at some point. Manta Bloodthorn Blink. It's kind of like the new Nullifier. Bottom lane, Mason's gonna get caught out here. Kind of just hitting some creeps. You might need a Stampede. Yeah, we'll just W one more time. Picks that up pretty easily. Meanwhile, up top, they're gonna go for the Roshan. The scan connects though, and this isn't super fast. With the Alchemist spell, it's pretty decent. Well, his ulti is kind of running out here. It's a little scary. He's gonna self-stun as well at the very end. Alright, big roll in from the Earth Spirit. And Techies connects with the stun it, and a big grave on the Storm Spirit, but he's silenced and mounted. And the Death Ward is tearing them apart right now. Earth Spirit goes down instantly. Alchemist is gonna deny himself potentially. Alchemist denies himself, and now Storm Spirit is left alone with the H's here. No mana, will go down. Do they have the silence instantly? They're gonna get it for sure, I think. Yeah, silenced, and now stunned, and he goes down as well. So somehow, Dire just takes a beautiful fight at the Roshan pit. Quincy kind of just jumped in there, stunned both the core players, and Drew followed up with the coil as well. And then the Stampede just brought everyone in very quickly. And I think that Death Ward did a lot of damage as well. We can get the fight recap here. Yeah. 3,500 from the Witch Doctor alone. He casted 2 Maledicts. A lot of damage from the Techies and the Puck as well. And meanwhile, your Archwarden was dead for that fight. And Alchemist was like at the end. So his ult was like running out as they got in on him. And he stunned himself too right in front of Roche. And so I kind of delayed everything just enough where it was still in the pit when Dire pulled up. And then he also killed himself at the end, so that was pretty funny. Yeah, these fights have been pretty hype. Quincy's a little deep here. Do not have detection though on block. You would think the Arc Warden would have like 8 dust because, you know, he's Arc Warden. We'll pick up some sentries now. Pavis doesn't really do anything at this point in the game. Yeah, it's gonna go for Solar, which is... Does it give you just regular barrier, or is it physical barrier only? Okay, it is a straight up barrier. Alright, we do have another go here on the Centaur player. He does have the ult on him. And they are chasing very hard. Big Stampede to get disengaged though. Another Maledict Death Ward on the Earth Spirit gets shredded. Drew will also get away, it looks like. In a little bit of trouble maybe. Another silence on the Alchemist, who is going to self-stun, it looks like. Yep. Self-stuns, Manta dodges the stun on the Abaddon. And those illusions are going to work now on the Alchemist player as he is running away. He is going to get graved, but Carl finds the Dazzle in the back in the meantime. Storm does finish off the Techies. We have another Yules onto the Arc Warden to potentially secure that kill. As Storm is going to have to run away with his a little bit of mana left here. Triple kill for the Puck. And Storm is still on the run. We don't have a Blink Dagger. We do have a lot of movement speed here, though. We'll have to give up on it. Yeah. But yeah, really nice fight once again from Dire. They just kited, like, they tried to go on them here with the Earth Spirit and the Storm and the Alchemist. Like the triple jump, you know? But the Stampede and the Abaddon Shield just let them disengage too easily at the end. And they overchased into like the coiled Death Ward turn. And yeah, I gotta say, Luke has been putting in the work this game. This is the type of Witch Doctor I love to see in play. Yeah, just a lot of damage from everyone in that fight. And it felt like they just could not connect with the spells completely on Radiant. Like they can't need to like pick one target to focus at a time, but it's really hard with the Abaddon to save. And it feels like Ian really needs this BKB. He's been kind of working on it for a while. I think he's died in the past 3 fights to like Maledict Death Ward. And needs to be able to like BKB before the Maledict, right? So it doesn't hurt him. He's kind of going to roll into them here. There's an invisible Centaur. Gonna get the Shiva's stun. Double edge. Not really blocking the roll though. We'll have to give up on it. And now this game is looking pretty hard for Radiant. They still have the chances, of course. But that was like 2 or 3 fights in a row that did not go well for them. And Abba is getting his items now as well. He's got a Basher coming. Okay. It's fine. I prefer like the Blink Bloodthorn like I mentioned earlier. I think it's just better in the current patch. Like, Basher is definitely good sometimes, but those items are low overtuned right now. That's all. Alright, Big Stampede coming out to catch the Dazzle once again. They don't have detection, but he's pretty slow. And the slow coming out from the Echo Saber slaps. He will get, yeah. Nothing to do there. It's caught out a little bit. Storm is going to cut the mid wave though. It's just kind of nice. We do have A wave though right now. And yeah, that bubble does not give evasion. It does give attack range though. Look at how far the tower hits. That's pretty cool. And with the wave cut, they will have to give up on this. He's going to go for a little jump onto the Earth Spirit here. We'll coil him up. But Alchemist is here actually. And oh, just barely. And now he's in trouble. We'll just have to, yeah, nice TP from JD. Completely necessary. Yeah. And Ian's going to roll out as well. It should be fine. He has the talent, I think. Oh, he didn't take the water distance talent. Quick spell amp. They're both pretty good, I think. But yeah, just barely gonna get the stun before the Yules came out there. Like he bloodthorned and stunned, and Puck got the Yules off to get rid of both of them. So go became impossible pretty quickly there. Like this Puck definitely could die like that if they get like the stun, max stun. Bloodthorn. It's a lot of damage. Yeah, I really do like this build by JD. Bloodthorn is so good right now. I've come to realize recently. It would be cool to see like a Manta from him as well. Oh no, Bloodthorn Manta is OP, that's all. And to summarize. We have the Arc Warden once again. Not sure what he's doing here, but I'm gonna throw some spells out, I guess. And Roshan is not quite up yet. He's gonna be up in, could be up in like a minute or so. And this game's gonna slow down a little bit, looks like, as Dire have kind of encroached onto the Radiant high ground here, the Tricamp. And this is where, yeah, like a Manta would be really nice to get these waves on Alchemist. But they can't really push. Okay, a big Storm Zip onto the Techies. They will once again Stampede it. But he's going to connect with the Vortex. Not quite enough damage though. And yeah, they're not going to be able to connect for any kill here. The defensive spells will be forced out, however. Like imagine this guy had a Midas like 20 minutes ago. He'd be so fat right now. Oh, they just got the ward, but there's a smoke coming in. Another ward gets dropped. They see the Arc Warden. They will go for him. I think he is just completely dead here. Yeah, he's gonna go down, and they also get the catch with the Harpoon on the Dazzle. So very nice. Little pickups there. And Drew instantly TP's top with this Arcane, or this Octarine Core, very low cooldown, and he will coil up this Earth Spirit who cannot connect with his spells, and will just TP out. So yeah, this Puck is incredibly annoying now. Level 23 with the Octarine. Just really low cooldown on his spells now. Which is up in a minute and a half, by the way.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
And that would be the BKB Force from Earth Spirit. That was his 9-second as well. Oh, okay, that was his 8-second, but getting shorter duration there as well. Storm also has BKB now. This hero does scale pretty hard with the new items, Pharasma, and like the Ags and stuff. He has a lot to go still. Like a lot of room to scale. And so it's not like Radiant are out of options. Also, the Earth Spirit, once he picks up the... If he ever gets to level 25, like Magnetize on his Spellbow is incredible. Alright, another Stampede. As Storm just did a crazy zip for that haste rune, I think. And we'll just run away. I'm gonna get the wave here. Puck going in bottom on the Alchemist. I'm gonna get some poke on him. And... Yule's dodge once again. He's kind of dying to the right clicks though. What is this hero, man? What was that? It's crazy. I did just play a game as... Okay, we have another go potentially. Up top. Storm and Centaur run into each other. That was awkward. Okay. Yeah, this Parasma item is insane, I think. You saw there, like the... Okay. TP? Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, you saw there, like, the Alchemist just kind of ticked out to that damage with the Puck right click. It's a lot. He also has level 25 now. Dream Coil pierces BKB. And if he gets that coil on the Earth Spirit or the Storm, they're just fucked because they cannot BKB it anymore. And the heroes rely on mobility completely. Alright, big coil on the back line here, connecting on the Earth Spirit as well as the Arc Warden. Storm's gonna zip through everyone. Stampede forward, nice stun on the 2, but I think there's not enough damage connecting right now. The Alchemist will buy back though, and he's gonna get focused pretty hard. Another Storm zip onto the Witch Doctor, and the Alchemist is on the run with the Grave running out. We will be okay though. Death Ward onto the Storm Spirit, who will be fine, and Puck goes in and actually dies to the Bloodthorn there. I think Storm's gonna trade his life as well. The blast off connecting, but oh, nice grave on the Storm to keep him alive for now. Big bombs going off in the meantime, and Alchemist just loses the mana up to the Centaur Ava, who does not have ult actually. But you want to be careful. Centaur is kind of stacking up some strength here, but he will be vesseled. Needs some Ava shield if he can. Storm is back now with full mana, and they're gonna kind of getting kited out here because there's a Dazzle still alive. So Ava will go down. Storm, oh, he barely goes down as well. Centaur is kind of chatting the fuck up right now. Oh my god, there's no way. He down! No, Dazzle kicked himself. Centaur kills Earth Spirit with the W, and she can maybe kill them both here. They're so weak. He's manning up a little bit. He blinks out. Carl's going god mode right now. I've never seen this man play so well in his life. Holy shit. Yeah, tips are well deserved. Honestly, I wish he kind of stuck around and tried to kill them there. Maybe it'd be a bit too much. But I believed. That's all I'll say. But yeah, that fight still went well for Dire overall, I'd say. Like, they did lose some, like the Puck death was pretty big, I think. But they bought back on Alchemist, so we're gonna be able to get Roche as well, I think, once they respawn. Yeah, because Alchemist is dead for a very long time. He did buy back in that fight and delay his AC even further. And Centaur is going to be massive now. Probably going to be like Bane of Heart soon or something like that. And that fight honestly would have been a complete stomp. But they got a nice catch on the Puck here. He got a Bloodthorn. Maybe he didn't have Yules or something at that time. It might have been cooldown. And that was what let them win the fight. Because if Puck is alive for that fight, he gets more spells off, there's just no shot. That Radiant wins. Or comes out alive, right? Like, they didn't really win that fight, but they didn't lose either. It's a Pyrrhic victory, you might say. And yeah, this Centaur is incredibly scary, it would seem. Oh man, I just wish we could go back and have him try to kill the supports there. Okay, yeah, they stampede for this Arc Warden double. He has the travels now, but this hero's double is pretty useless actually without items. Because you get like a huge damage penalty for being away from your main hero. And your spells don't really do much without Like you need like attack speed, and you need Maelstrom, and you need Gleipnir to kill waves on the double. So it's mostly just a distraction. They will get the Roshan now. I'm gonna give this to Puck. Small update, Drew is still mute deafened, by the way. Yeah, you can see here, the double does not really do that much damage. That was mostly the Earth Spirit kick connected there in the creeps. And it looks like Dire will just run it down bottom once again. I think they're gonna do that last play exactly the same, just don't need to dive as hard. Oh. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing they can do, really. Yeah, Dazzle gets harpooned in. You will get out, though, with the Force Staff, which is pretty important. I think if he died there, it might have just ended pretty quickly. He does have buyback, at least. And they're going to start connecting onto these buildings now. And Storm zips in onto the Witch Doctor, who will be able to Voodoo Switch through himself if he needs to, and yeah, Alchemist is connecting with some nice damage here, but a big Maledict Death Word with the Death Word Aghanim's just bouncing on everyone. Kills the two Bat Boys, and the huge Centaur Stun from Carl once again connects on the two. He doesn't even know he got the Storm, but he did. Just that good, he doesn't even need to see him. And Storm's going to go down eventually. We have a buyback from the Dazzle, but it's the two supports kind of stuck alone. And another Harpoon connecting. Nice Force Staff once again, but the Shivas will finish him off. And the... Alright, Puck did die once from the Storm Go. But Storm is kind of just stuck out there now. And they're 3 dead versus 5 up. They will get the fort though, and maybe Storm can cut some waves, but the bottom wave is too much of a problem. Yeah, you don't even need to worry about this. Like, he's probably going to try to kill him for the fuck of it. For the fun of it. But he doesn't need to. Because they do have the bottom wave right here. No backdoor. We'll pick up the mid barracks, and now they can just go right to top as well. And yeah, that last fight, once again, Witch Doctor, 6,400 damage. The Death Ward just bounced on the Earth Spirit and the Alchemist completely. It kind of mind flooded me, but yeah, really well done. And yeah, just not enough damage to complete the pickoffs. Like, Storm tried to get the Witch Doctor because he knows it's important. But he had Eon, and they don't have a way to stop that, so. Alright, another go from Storm though. They're going to make another defense attempt. Big coil onto the 2 with the BKB, so trying to go in onto the... Yeah, they don't know it pierces, and so they get stunned on their way out. And Luke is owning once again with the Death Word shenanigans. A lot of damage. And that's going to be game. So, that was a really exciting one. Some really nice fights. Throughout the entire game, to be honest. But Dire will, in the end, come out on top. The Witch Doctor put in the work this game, I must say. And yeah, that'll be the game.